On this look, I'm skipping through the palette cleansing because you've probably seen it in my other videos, so you know the drill, but skipping straight to the look, which is subtle gradient. And for this look, don't hesitate to get some of the pigment onto the shirt because that'll just make it look more realistic and help blend it out, blend out the seam. And use your lightest colored concealer on one side of the face. I want to show you some of the inspiration for this look. And so it's really important that you get a cool shade for the contour because otherwise it won't be as nice of a gradient. And so on top of the brows, you want to use like a dark concealer on one side and a lighter concealer on the other side. And then of course, blending everything out really good so that it is subtle. The lips are tricky. I usually use a variety of shades. Like every video, I've been trying something a little bit different. And now you go on with powder. The powder sits on top of the cream and it makes the look a little bit more dramatic. But then I find that it helps to go back over with the light cream concealer because it's even lighter than the light powder, and then the dark powder is darker than the dark concealer for me, but you can improvise with your tools. So at the end here, I sort of tried something creative because I wanted a little bit more drama to my look, and I used actually a lipstick. And this part, so something I noticed is that a lot of makeup tutorials, you see the person putting on the makeup, but you don't see them do anything with the makeup on. And I actually asked a few people what they do after the makeup tutorial, and they said they just take off the makeup. And I thought that was weird. Like, why are we putting on all this makeup? Who are we putting it on for? Like, what's the activity? Some people like watching somebody eat, and some people don't. If you don't, I recommend skipping until 6:19, and then I'll get back into the tutorial, the regular part. So this is one of the most beautiful parts actually of the look, is removing it. There's like a million stages that I would just stop and leave, but maybe that's for a later look, is to explore those possibilities. I'll just pause it at a few points that I'm really excited about. So there it is, just boring old me. The face doesn't lack gradients, but they're not as big. Okay. I'll see you next week, and I'm gonna see if I can try to speak directly to the camera.